my people, this is your favorite YouTuber, Ami BK. So today I want to talk about this Alex Ikobo fiance and fancy Acholonu. I know say these two people has been having some issue about their relationship. Apology say, apology no say. Okay, early this year, Fancy rendered an apology to his ex fiance Alex Akubo. I have not even touched it, I haven't touched this topic at all. So let me just go. Let's go. Because when she rendered this apology, everybody were insulting her. Say, see this Momo girl, they render, they say, oh, two of you are match made in heaven. She talked about how their t-shirt saying that she has been around but found that nothing is outside, that take her back and everything. Alex commented and said apology accepted. Then later on, I think like 2 days time, because this thing happened like first, second, or maybe was it 31st of December. So today is like 6th. So 2 days time or the next day, we still hearing that Fancy said that Alex deceived her. That Alex deceived her to render those apology. That she's so frustrated she's going to stand on her truth. Okay, we now said all right. Everybody, so when people ask her questions, even on Lindy Cage's top page, she was replying. People were like, this girl don't know anything, no, because we think all this, you're saying, oh, Alex is using me, blah blah. All right, so this blogger, her name is Stella Demarcocos, I think had a phone call conversation with her. So during the phone call conversation, Stella called and was like, can we talk? I'm a journalist. Fancy said, hey Stella, happy new year, sure. What would you like to discuss? Please, LMK. All right, let me know. Stella said, about all these stuffs going on, do you want to grant me an interview? I was really excited and looking forward to you and Alex reconciliation, but it looked like that's not happening anytime soon. What went wrong? I would understand if you don't want to talk, but I would advise you to do. Fancy said, I have seen your blogs before. It's positive, especially when you speak of Alex and I. So this is all very devastating. I feel like speaking up makes me look bad, but so does my silence. I have never done an interview about this and I choose silence, but Alex continued to want me to make public apologies and it hurts me in so many ways. I have never ever shared reasons why I left. I know he had an image to protect for him to look cool, but these last apology statements we wrote together broke me and it was just all for revenge from him to clear his image and ruin mine. Stella asks, why do you break off your engagement, Fancy? Fancy now said, there were so many reasons I ended it. It was personal. I don't want to embrace him or myself further. If I said why, people would say, well, how obvious was that? And you ignore the red flags. We tried to reconcile. I asked for us to do it privately. Got counseling. He disagreed. Even his family and friends said privately would be better, but he intended the grand gesture apology so he can have a grand wedding he wants again. Not caring the issue, we're still there. Everything is about social media for him, and somehow it's now looking like I want the attention when it is the worst attention I have ever had in my life. I have a full-time job, client, family, business, etc. This was what I wanted to avoid. He ruined every chance of us being back together by thinking humiliating me will make me still love him. Omo. So this was like the part one of the interview. So the conversation continued. All right. So now Stella asked, Now she's hearing that there was a leak in the conversation of their breakthrough that she sent to some close friends. Maybe she sent a screenshot to some close friends, all right? So Stella asked, so there is no chance of a reconciliation? Fancy said, no. Stella said, now, let me ask you straight up. There has been so much talk about been going on since you broke up with Alex. They said you found out that he swings both sides. If it's not true, at least correct that impression that you broke up, cause it will only be fair to him. Fancy said, we can't, it's too messy. I tried my best. He wanted to get back with me as much as I did. We had been on this for 1 year, but he felt since I broke up with him, I should do more of the work. I was fine with that, but his method was cruel and constantly public. His sexuality is not the reason I broke up with him. I am very open-minded as regards of what he prefers. Love is love for me. I love him for his personality and heart, nothing more. He didn't want to be with me intimately, was confusing and difficult for me to understand, especially for 5 years. So it did not affect myself. So it did affect my self-esteem as I kept myself for him. And when he would chat with curvy women, he wouldn't prefer with them either. So I don't know. I can't confirm or deny his sexuality, but for me, I believe him despite all, and he still finds ways. Stella asks, dated 5 years and no intimacy. Did you confirm he was cheating, caught him, or you were told? Fancy said yes. This is embarrassingly true. When I met him, I didn't have much experience, so it was easy to convince me that his decision was because of religion. But as it would constantly cheat, and yes, I caught him, it will hurt me because that's not part of the religious belief he made our celibacy to be. Honestly, the whole thing has been complicated beyond words, so it's unhealthy for me to continue this relationship. I guess I needed this part. He begged me to drop DP so that I can see his intention was just to clean up his image. Oh boy, it's remaining. Let's read part 3 because the thing it's in no be here. It's in is juicy. Alright, so Stella continued to ask. I'm truly sorry I only posted a breakup message. It's a guilt that has haunted me and he played on it. I can't fix the past, but his constant punishment, even through our lives, in this true statement has truth to it. It's embarrassing and it's not something I deserve. And Stella, from the breakup test, it looks like you were the one to pay for the wedding. Both of you were for paying for the wedding. Can you imagine? Eh? Fancy said, yeah, you have seen it. Yes, I have. Fancy said, I'm so embarrassed, but everything is that message is true. At that time, I was angry and I sent it to a close friend. And when they saw it, they were shocked. It's bad because with all that, I still wanted to go back to him because I loved him. But it's been so public that made it so impossible to repair this. Stella said, do you think so many outsiders are involved in it? Have both parties intervened? Fancy said, well, too many. My family does not want him anymore in our family. They know too much. They were in support of the reconciliation if it was private, but his tit for tat was concerning. That August statement, not about being enough for, was concerning. He only focused on my reaction, never on his action. Stella said, one last thing, say something to Alex through this fight. Talk to him through me. Fancy said, honestly, I don't know what to say to him. He has to be the most devastating thing I have ever been through, and for it is to be so public. I pray we both find healing and peace because it won't be an easy journey. One breakup statement shouldn't have led to all this. I wish I never said anything, but I'm human. I was fed up with good reasons. I pray he doesn't only focus on people's reaction but elevate his actions too. I only pray he learns to be real and more forgiving with his next person and not be so assuming with having the perfect image because it's draining to keep that up. My mental health can't tolerate our relationship anymore. Wow. Stella said, wow. Catch a hug from me, sis. Thank you for opening up to me. I pray you both find closure for this. Fancy said, no problem. There have been reports that he blocked me on social media. That's not true. That will be really bad on him. I don't want people to think that he just revealed himself. Okay, we thought Alex blocked her, but Fancy said that was not true, that she wasn't blocked. Okay, guys, so that is just the first telephone conversation that people has been going round. Everybody say, so they've not had sex. How can you date someone for 5 years and you guys have not had anything together that you're supposed to know now, And also they were all talking about, oh, you are paying for the bill. How can you not tell her and that you are into this gay group and you want her to pay the bill, pay almost half of everything, And if you notice, that time they fancy when they got engaged, that they were eating in a restaurant, that they did this ATM card swiping, and they were like, the waiter has to choose who is going to pay for the bill, and when the waiter chose Fancy's ATM, and Fancy paid and everything. When I look at it that time, I was not even feeling. Everybody were like, yeah, hey, marry someone will get money. But have you just seen it? Finally, like, it wasn't he. This is just like how he wanted. He just wanted a woman that would take care of the bills, take care of the things, you know and even you're not even going to satisfy her, and you'll be doing other things, cheating on her. You're going to be doing other things, and she will just keep herself for you. They promise to keep themselves together for each other, maybe after their marriage, but later on he was doing something with people, because she said girls, even coffee girls, nothing. He just chats them, and that is it. So now everybody's like, Alex, why not just talk? Just say the truth, okay? I'm going to make another video, because there's another video that I want to make about the sister. So the sister stays in Canada, and she talks about this exactly. She cried and said nothing like agony in their family. They don't believe in it. Fancy and Alex has done something even before their engagement and after the engagement and after the apology. And Fancy is here saying she didn't do anything, and you're here saying that yes, your brother did, guys. Like, make it make sense. I'm going to make another video about it, and please do well to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.